let's have a little chat. So it's Friday, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a news rant as usual. First up, just a little bit of news really quickly. It's been announced that there will be a Punisher series on Netflix. So we've of course already had Daredevil, 2 seasons worth now, Jessica Jones, we've got Luke Cage coming, we've got Iron Fist coming, we've got the Defenders coming, and there was speculation, and people did assume really that we would get a Punisher series. But yes, we have got a Punisher series coming. More news on that when I hear it, but that is bloody good. And then I thought I would do the shit gadget of the week. Might not do this every week, but if I see something I will mention it. I like tech, I like gadgets. Some tech and gadgets are stupid but fun to have anyway, and some are just stupid. Now this is the Ultraloq Smart Lock. It's basically a lock for your door, and so far this is over 550% funded, $120,000. A lot of people have backed this. A lot of people maybe not that bright. Now jokes aside, the lock looks good. It looks like it's made well. I've seen videos of it being tested in cold environments and things like that. The aesthetic looks brilliant. The idea is clever, but it's overcomplicated. What the hell is wrong with a lock on a door which is just a lock? Like, you might get a big padlock, you might have a deadbolt, you might just have a normal lock with a key. Depending on what you're trying to keep safe, you might get a bigger metal lock, and that's all you need. And maybe you're saying you'd want a keypad for that. Okay, keypad as well, or maybe just a keypad or something like that. Maybe even biometrics and use your fingerprints, but just that. And there might be a failsafe for that, or the administrator might have his thumb as being able to overwrite other people's things. Sometimes that's needed, I guess. An ideal one is a retina scanner which actually works, but we see it in the movies. In real life I don't think it's quite as good as that. Then you might be wondering what is wrong with this particular lock. Well, basically they've taken what's a really simple concept, a piece of metal going into a brick banister or whatever, or a metal banister or something like that, so you can't open a door, right? That's a lock. And then they've gone, well, how can we make it futuristic? So we've just taken loads of technology which is not needed and whacked it into this lock. It's like, I'm surprised it doesn't actually cook your dinner or something. So this is why it's stupid. It's got Bluetooth with your phone, okay? And you might think that's okay, because if you want to use your phone to unlock the door, if it was someone nefarious trying to get in, they'd need to get your phone and need to unlock your phone. Now I may have read this wrong, and if I am wrong, fair enough, but it sounds like as long as your phone is paired with this lock, all you need to do is knock your phone and it unlocks the door. So whereas before you had to steal a key or break down the door with some sort of forced entry, or get some particular person who's got the key complicit to let you in, you can now just steal their phone. So you see a phone lying around at work, you want to go into a door at work which is secret or whatever, you just take their phone, knock on it, opens up, presumably it might even have some sort of tracking so it knows who's opened the door, come back, put their phone back. You've now committed some sort of espionage in your own business, or after hours if you're robbing somewhere, and it looks like it was someone else. So that's stupid. And it's also got fingerprints work as well, so you can now just get someone and say, I'll give you some money if you fingerprint this open, or worse, you cut their thumb off or whatever, and you get in that way. So now there's 2 ways of getting in, whereas you could just force it before. You can still force it, so that's 3 ways of now getting into this door. This one's got a keypad, so if you ask them to put their keypad in, they can put that in, but it also lets you just brute force. And I may have read that wrong, but it says you can just keep trying entries and it won't ever lock you out if you get it wrong. But then that means you can just press everything until you finally get in. Now obviously there's probably like millions of combinations, so that's not that practical, but if you knew someone's birth date, or if you knew they used a particular code somewhere else, you can keep trying it until you get in. So that's like 4 ways now you can get into this door. It also still accepts a key. Now they say, well, the key is secret, it has to be put underneath, but the website shows you where the key goes. So all you need to do is get the key. So that's 5 ways of getting in. It's just stupid. Like, just have a lock, puts a big bolt into a wall, you can't get in unless you've got the key or whatever. But now you've got all these different ways of getting in because they've overcomplicated it. Maybe I'm missing the point, but it just sounds ridiculous. It just seems like it's not safer at all because there's all these ways you can now get into the door, and if everyone's got their fingerprint registered on, onto the lock, whereas before you might need to steal one particular key which one person owned, you can now just pay or kidnap anyone in the whole organisation to get in. You've got so many options to now get into that door, and it doesn't make any sense. The other funny thing is the picture they've got at the moment, it's just on a normal wooden door. Like, the door looks like I could break it open with my hands, let alone my feet. Like, so the lock's pointless anyway, just kick the door open. So that's a shit gadget of the week because it takes what is something really simple and safe, adds loads of electronic things to it and technology, so it becomes unsafe. Now, in the previous video I mentioned about Friday the 13th game, and there's been a little bit of footage now of the game, and I thought we'd take a look at that together. So this is hide and seek gameplay. So this is Friday the 13th hide and seek gameplay. Play! Alpha footage. Okay. What? That looks good. Uh-oh. Cabin 13. Occupado! You really haven't. There's Johnny. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're dead. You're really dead. He's seen you! He's seen you! No! That was the worst hiding place ever. Oh, that's scary. That's scary, isn't it? I don't want to play it. And then this is Friday the 13th Higgins Haven reveal. I don't know what that means. Play! That looks cool, it looks good, I like it. So this is just the haven, whatever, cabin, I don't know. Looks nice. Looks a bit bright, really. Don't know how to hide very well. Fair enough. Looks nice. Oh.
No. What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's quite bad. Jeebus. That looks brutal. I'm looking forward to this game. It's cool. It's an asymmetrical survival horror. Basically, asymmetrical means uneven teams. So you can play as Jason, or you play as the camp counselors trying to survive the night, or I think they can even kill Jason. I don't think he'll stay dead for long, but that's how it works. I don't know how you get chosen as Jason. I'm not sure if it was just like a random thing. It picks one of the people who join the server and you get to be Jason, or whether it picks one and then if someone does particularly well on the other team it swaps or something like that. But I would happily play as either team. Obviously playing as Jason is going to be cool because you're like superhuman basically, so going around killing all those noobs. Yeah, it looks really good. I definitely think I'm going to play that. I don't know how sort of long it's going to keep me entertained. It could be a bit of a flash in the pan, but we'll see. And then this week was Aliens Day on the 26th of April, because that's, well, Americans, and no offence to America, you write your dates the wrong way around. You write the month and then the day, which doesn't make any sense. So it's 426, and it's basically saying LV426, which is one of the planets in the Aliens movies. No, it's not. It's a moon. It's not a planet. It's a moon. Sorry. I'm not sure why I particularly picked that location as day. I presume maybe the other places where these xenomorphs actually came from might not make a day. I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway, there was some news about Aliens 5. There's a little bit of concept footage of Newt growing up. Now, Newt actually died, didn't she? In the start of Aliens 3, we found out basically Newt died on impact when they crash landed, kind of thing. And the fact that she died or was revealed to be dead, I think a lot of fans are annoyed about that because Ripley and the rest of the team struggled to keep her alive through the whole of Aliens 2, and to be revealed straight away that in the first 5 seconds or whatever of the new movie that she was dead, it was kind of like, oh, that was a bit silly then. But what's happening is this new movie is not going to take into account the events of Aliens 3 and Alien Resurrection. They're going to pretend it didn't exist. That's not necessarily a bad thing, really. Although I did like Aliens 3 movie, I never liked the ending. And there was a lot of speculation as maybe it was like a dream and she didn't actually throw herself into the molten lava pit or whatever, and it was just a dream. But then in Aliens Resurrection, we saw that wasn't the case. She did actually die because they made that weird alien Ripley hybrid thing, and it was just stupid, and she was doing basketball lobs behind her into the hoop, which probably took them out. Took about 1,000 takes before it went in or whatever. Just a weird movie. It was entertaining, but it wasn't anything like the first couple of movies at all. So it's not so bad that they're going to disregard that. Don't know how they're going to explain that. Will they just not even mention it? Will they have a scene happening at the end of Aliens 2 and then like she wakes up, or Aliens 3 and I don't know, but either way it's not so bad that they're not going to use that, but it would be nice if they somehow explain why those movies don't exist. I don't think they will care about that so much, but it is a bit weird. But yeah, so it looks like Newt is going to be in the movie. I love Aliens. I just love Xenomorphs. I love the whole thing. I like Prometheus, even though not a lot of people like that movie. I like that. I'm looking forward to the next one. And I just love the whole universe, and these Xenomorphs and Predators obviously exist in that universe, don't they, usually? I like them as well. So I'm interested to see how it progresses, what happens. But that was a little bit of news. There is going to be an Aliens 5. It's got Newt in it. Aliens 3 and Aliens Resurrection didn't happen. And hooray for Aliens Day earlier in the week. Oh, and sorry, it's actually called Alien 5, not Aliens 5, so probably should point that out. And then there's a gameplay trailer for Uncharted 4. It's not very long, but it's a game I'm looking forward to playing. Thought we'd take a quick look at it first of all, and then I'm going to talk about something afterwards real quick. So this is Uncharted 4: Thief's End, coming out 10th of May. Gameplay trailer for PS4. Play!
I made a promise that I was done with this
Not the
life.
in-game graphics.
It's not what it looks like.
Holy shit, that's
Took a long time for him to get out of this game.
He's meant for this life. There's got to be another way. I need you on this one.
It's really good. Come on, this isn't gameplay, is it?
PlayStation.
So yeah, really short. But yeah, it looks really good. But surely that's not gameplay. Surely that must be cutscenes. That looked amazing. But the thing I thought I'd mention is the fact that it's not out until the 10th of May, but people have already got it, and it's already on eBay, being sold for hundreds of pounds. And it's just a little bit annoying because why the hell have these people got it early? Now, I'm not going to pretend that if I had ordered it already and it arrived, that I wouldn't be happy and I'd send it back and say, well, no, I'm not going to play it until it comes out. Because of course I would. But I just think it's a shame. It's a shame if you want to do a playthrough because people are already playing it and probably doing it, although I'm not sure the legalities of that. I don't know if there's, I've not actually checked, but there probably is gameplay footage up there, but I don't know if they would try and get that taken down because it's not been released yet. I'm not sure about that. And then obviously the people who were bound to not do reviews until at least a release date or tell you tips and that kind of stuff, that's pointless because people are playing it now again, so it's like, oh, why do we have to wait if they're playing it straight away? So that makes those reviews a bit late, I guess, for a lot of people. But also, if I did receive it early, I don't think I'd actually be that happy, because you'd feel like you're alone a little bit. Does that make sense? Like, it's nice to wait for a game to release, and you know it's going to release for everyone, and you're playing it at the same time as everyone else, and there's the buzz, there's the excitement, there's the hype. You know that everyone else is going to complete it, and you're like, oh, I want to complete it first, and that kind of thing. Whereas if you've already got it and no one else has, it's just like, oh right, I'm playing this game. And then you go and talk to someone about it. Oh, how are you liking Uncharted 4? And he's like, well, I haven't got it yet. Like, oh right, yeah, well, the bit where he does this, and he's like, well, don't tell me, don't spoil it. You're like, oh right, yeah. You've got no one to talk to about it. But why are businesses doing this? And I'm pretty sure they can get in trouble for this. You know, they're not supposed to release it until the date. Now, we know there must be a lot of people who work in shops like Game who probably, you know, sneak a copy out and play it early. That shouldn't happen, but that ultimately probably will happen. But when it's like Amazon or whatever sending a game out 2 weeks before its release, what are they thinking? It's just really poor, and I think they need to be a bit strict, be a bit more strict with this kind of stuff. Sort it out so that we all get the game at the same time. There isn't a pandemic of people getting it early. There might be, you know, the odd one or two, but not a lot of people getting it early. And just make it fairer and keep everyone excited and able to talk about it without spoiling things really early. Just, guys, there's a release date for a reason. So that'll do it, guys, for this week. I'm off to see Captain America tomorrow. I'll probably do a review on that. Let me know if you're looking forward to that or what you thought, if you've seen it already. I'm not sure you could have seen it already. Maybe you could have if it came out midnight last night, or you were invited to a premiere. Snooty. But yeah, if you like that, guys, please click like, click subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, if you run like a big electronic and entertainment store, like Amazon, and there's a game which people pre-order, don't send it out 2 weeks before it's supposed to be released. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.